Hello, in this video I want to quickly give my updated thoughts on the cryptocurrency GPU mining market. As you guys know, we did have a really nice price appreciation for both Ethereum and Ethereum Classic over the last week or so. Specifically yesterday, we started pumping a lot after the Fed meeting. I think we went from like a $1,500 Ethereum upwards of $1,600. Today we're at $1,700 and Ethereum Classic is at $40. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly cover the daily profitability change on GPUs here. Pardon me. Ethereum Classic and now Ethereum are both par in terms of mining. And I am mining on a whole bunch of 4GB cards still, and I am going to be keeping these cards. I don't think I'll ever get rid of the 4GB cards, just mainly due to the fact that, yes, they can become unprofitable for a while, but when you do have these nice pumps in cryptocurrency, like, for example, the Ethereum Classic pump, or a much better example would be back last year, May of 2021, I remember mining Ergo on these 4GB cards, and there was a low difficulty environment. Ergo spiked up in price really hard, and I was making upwards of $4 a day per 4GB GPU. So I think these are kind of sleeper cards in the sense that they're unprofitable a lot of the time, or they're not that profitable just in terms of the revenue to power cost. So if we quickly look over here, go to GPUs, we'll scroll down to the very bottom of the list, 574GB. And yes, I am recording on my phone because I am in an office environment, not at home. But you can see, yeah, Ethereum Classic, 70 cents a day profit, or 70 cents a day revenue, after power about 42 cents. So it's not ideal, but it's not too bad, about $10 a month profit on a 4GB card. But yeah, I think they are sleepers. But anyways, what I mainly wanted to touch on here is kind of my thoughts moving. Now, I do have a whiteboard available today, and that's what we're going to be using here. But I just wanted to touch on my thoughts now with Ethereum moving to proof of stake most likely in September. Short term, as you guys know, my thoughts are that I will continue selling, basically taking daily profits off the table. Now, yes, this is not the most effective way to do it if cryptocurrency prices are going up, and that's why, obviously, congratulations to all of you who bought the dip. That's really good. If you bought the dip back when ETH was $1,000, you're up almost 70%, which is amazing. So congratulations on that. But basically, my plan is basically continue saving money for future mining expenses. So if there is a larger term bear market, which may or may not come, I want to make sure that I'm prepared and I don't have to liquidate anything unnecessarily, and that I've planned for this already. Now, of course, everyone's financial situation is going to be different. That's why I'm not going to tell you that this is the right thing to do. And this is where I think it's important for everyone to think for themselves, because one thing that's also come up unexpectedly in the last kind of month or so is I do have higher daily expenses now just in everyday life. So that means I need an extra $2,000 a month to pay for stuff. So that's where I am also cashing out some of my Ethereum to help pay for that. Now, of course, this is not an ideal situation to be in if you are looking to mine long term, because this, of course, does take a lot of capital, and you can benefit greatly by mining in a basically at a lower price environment, waiting for prices to go up, and you can sell and take advantage of that large gain or that large spread there. You mine Ethereum at $1,000, you sell it at $1,700 or $4,000 or $10K in the future, wherever it goes, and you can take advantage of that huge price appreciation. In my current situation, at the moment, I'm not comfortable just hodling my coins just because I do have those extra expenses, and I am also putting money aside for a longer term bear market. And you know, I could be wrong, but this is where I'm just updating you guys with my thoughts, and this is what I'm currently doing. Now, thinking longer term, if you are able to hodl coins, what coins would I be looking at? Number one, I'd say Ethereum Classic. Currently, before those 5GB ASICs move off of the ETH network over to ETH Classic, I think we're probably going to see another probably 10 terahash increase in hash rate on Ethereum Classic. I'm just speculating. It could be a lot higher, could be lower, I'm not sure, but for sure I know that the difficulty will get a lot higher on ETH Classic, and it will probably not come down to these levels again, assuming Ethereum goes to proof of stake in September. So I'd say Ethereum Classic would be one of those coins to hodl. Yield is pretty good at the moment, so you could even mine Ethereum, sell it, or exchange it into ETH Classic, and that could be a play. The other coin that I am mining at the moment and hodling a little bit, I can't hodl it all, I still need capital for some stuff, is Flux. I think Flux is probably a good coin to be mining. It does have quite a bit of utility. Now, of course, there is a large kind of discrepancy between utility and price and GPU profitability, because, you know, there are some kind of, like, I don't want to say dog coins, but you have, like, for example, Ethereum has a lot of utility, no doubt about that. You've got NFTs, you've got basically the DeFi exchanges. You've got a lot going on Ethereum already. You also have USDC, Tether, stuff built on Ethereum. versus you have coins like Ethereum Classic, Flux, Ravencoin, Ergo. They don't have that much real stuff built on top of them yet. So I think once more things come like are developed and there's actual more use cases, then you can start building a very logical case of why these should go up in price in terms of utility. But in terms of speculation, I think Ethereum Classic, Flux, Ravencoin, Ergo, those are a good kind of like handful of coins that you might want to hodl long term. I'm personally looking at these two coins mainly, and I already have some Ravencoin, so I'm not looking to mine Ravencoin or Ergo at the moment. I think you're better off mining something that gives you better daily profitability and buy one of these coins. Just this is really heat intensive, basically algorithm, power hungry, kapow, and Ergo. I think the difficulty to the price of the coin at the moment doesn't make sense to mine, so you'd be better off mine Flux, take the daily profitability, and buy yourself Ergo. Yes, it's a taxable event, but eventually you'll be doing taxes. It shouldn't make a difference if you're thinking about this long term and you expect like Ethereum Classic to go from $40 to upwards of $200, $300 in the future. And now obviously we don't know what the future is going to look like, but that's kind of, these would be my post Ethereum coins that I would be mining now while the difficulty is low. And yeah, basically the main reason you mine these is there's a low network hash rate in comparison to what we're probably going to see after Ethereum goes to proof of stake, and basically, yeah, you get your higher yield. But yeah, that's basically just a summary, everything I wanted to touch on. I still am selling daily, putting money aside for future mining, and then I am also, just I have extra bills I have to pay. That's life. And I just want to make sure I put myself in a financially responsible situation where I'm not putting more money in than I can afford to lose. And this is a good example of that. Like, yes, right now I could probably float the 2K very easily for a couple of months. But I also want to make sure that if things don't go as I'm expecting them to go and Ethereum prices and overall mining continue, well, they end up declining in the future, which they may or may not. I just want to make sure I'm in a good financial situation and I don't put myself in jeopardy where it's like I want to mine long term, but I didn't have the capital saved up. Then I have to liquidate the GPU hardware, which a lot of miners will end up doing, unfortunately. But that's where if you have some money set aside, and yes, if you bought the dip, you're able to ride it up. You're able to get more basically daily profitability from mining at $1,000. You sell it at $1,700, $4K or whatever. Then you'll also have capital available to go out and basically expand your mining operation if you think it's feasible and makes sense. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Today is July 28th. If you guys have any thoughts or comments, you're more than welcome to put them in the comment section below. But again, I'm mining Ethereum Classic on my 4 gig cards, mining Ethereum, selling daily on most of my 8 gig cards, and then I have 1 or 2 rigs on Flux, so basically about 1,000 solutions per second. But yeah, that's everything for me. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out in the comment section below. Take care.